Shalom. Welcome to my backyard. I want to tell you a story. Actually, I'm going to read you a story today that you will be very familiar with. But I'm going to ask you to unfamiliarize yourself with it so that you can hear it for the first time, because it is a very strange, very bizarre story. And at the end, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Ready? Now the two of them, the human and his wife, were nude, yet they were not ashamed. Now the snake was more shrewd than all the living things in the field that Adonai God had made. It said to the woman, even though God said, you are not to eat from any of the trees in the garden. But the woman interrupted. The woman said to the snake, from the fruit of the other trees in the garden we may eat, but from the fruit of the tree that is in the midst of the garden, God said, you are not to eat from it, and you are not to touch it, lest you die. The snake said to the woman, die? You will not die. Rather, God knows that on that day you will eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will become like gods, knowing good and evil. The woman saw that the tree was good for eating, and that it was a delight to the eyes, and the tree was desirable to contemplate. She took from its fruit and ate. And she also gave to her husband beside her, and he ate. The eyes of the two of them were opened, and they knew then that they were nude. They sewed fig leaves together and made themselves loincloths. Now they heard the sound of Adonai God, who was walking about in the garden at the breezy time of day. And the human and his wife hid themselves from the face of Adonai God amidst the trees in the garden. Adonai God called to the human and said to him, where are you? He said, I heard the sound of you in the garden, and I was afraid, because I am nude. And so I hid myself. He said, who told you that you are nude? From the tree about which I command you not to eat, have you eaten? The human said, the woman who you gave to me to be beside me, she gave me from the tree. And so I ate. Adonai God said to the woman, what is this that you have done? The woman said, the snake enticed me, and so I ate. Adonai God said to the snake, because you have done this, damned be you from all the animals and from all the living things of the field. Upon your belly you shall walk, and dust you shall eat all the days of your life. I put enmity between you and the woman, between your seed and her seed. They will bruise you on the head, and you will bruise them in the heel. To the woman he said, I will multiply, yes, multiply your pain from your pregnancy. With pains shall you bear children. Toward your husband will be your lust, yet he will rule over you. To Adam he said, because you have hearkened to the voice of your wife, and have eaten from the tree about which I commanded you, saying, you are not to eat from it. Damned be the soil on your account. With painstaking labor shall you eat from it all the days of your life. Thorn and sting shrub, let it spring up for you when you seek to eat the plants of the field. By the sweat of your brow shall you eat bread until you return to the soil, for from it you were taken. For you are dust, and to dust shall you return. The human called his wife Hava, life-giver, for she became the mother of all the living. Like with many of the stories in Bereshit, in the first book of the Torah, before Avram, these are mythic stories. They're stories told around a campfire where children ask their parents, why is this, why is that, why is the sky blue, why is the night cold, this and that, the things about the universe, why things are the way they are. Not how, but why. And I want you to imagine what questions this story might have answered or attempted to answer. Forget anything you've heard from a priest or rabbi, any clergy, any teacher. Come to your own conclusions and from your own life experiences. And in the next video, I will just go into that further, but I would want you to come up with your own ideas. They can be just questions. They don't have to be answers, because there is a power within the question that does not reside within the answer itself. There is virtue in the question. So until our next video, be well, enjoy, be healthy, and talk amongst yourselves about this story.